Hey guys, How the Dragons here, and we're doing an updated Dracotail, branded Dracotail, post-burst protocol. So, it has a new fusion, and I am playing, just so you're aware, the new Fallen to White. I was super lucky, pulled it in my, two booster box openings last night. I haven't uploaded it, but it will probably be uploaded before this video, because I'll be doing this, then updated Vanquisho Canine post-burst protocol, and then after that, I'm opening 4 more booster boxes of burst protocol that are on the way. So, let's get started. This is a 45 card deck, by the way, so if you want to take some cards out, I wouldn't know what to take out, but use your imagination. So first, we play 3 Dracotail Femina. During your main phase quick effect, you can discard this card, and then, alright, discard this card, fusion summon 1 dragon or spellcaster fusion monster from your extra deck using monster hand or field. If this card is set, you can, if this card is sent to the graveyard as material for a fusion summon, you can set 1 Dracotail spell and trap from your deck. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. Then we play the 3 Dracotail Lucius. It's the rotor for the deck. If this card normal spell summon, you can add 1 Dracotail monster from your deck to your hand except this card. If this card is sent to graveyard as material for fusion summon, you can set 1 Dracotail spell and trap from your deck. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. Then we play 2 Orgala. I play 2 Orgala and 2 Pan. If this card is sent to graveyard as material for fusion summon, you can set 1 Dracotail spell and trap from your deck. Then you can destroy 1 spell and trap on the field. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target 1 spellcaster Dracotail monster in your graveyard. Place this card on the one deck, and if you do, add that monster to your hand. Then we play 2 Dracotail Pan. If this card is sent to the graveyard as material for a fusion summon, you can set 1 Dracotail spell and trap from your deck. Then you can destroy 1 monster on the field. If face up fusion monster you control is destroyed by opponent's card effect, while this card is in your graveyard, except during the damage step, you can place this card on the bottom of your deck if you do spell some 1 non-fusion Dracotail monster in your graveyard. Then we play 2 Blazing Cartesia. This is what I'm using to replace the Malulu that got dropped to 1. So you can't play 1 of this. I like to play 2. Basically, if you control Fallen Allies or it's in your graveyard, you can spell summon this card from your hand. During the main phase quick effect, you can fuse them 1 level 8 or higher fusion monster from your extra deck using monster from your hand or field as material. During the end phase, if a fusion monster was sent to the graveyard this turn, you can add this card from the graveyard to your hand. Then for the 2 new card, I got lucky and pulled a Starlight. You'll see that in the video. And we played 2 of this card. You don't have to play a Starlight, but I pulled it, and it's the only second one I have for now. 2 more coming in the mail, so maybe when that comes in, I might replace it with that. I'm not sure. But if this card is always treated as Fallen Allies. This card is in your hand. You can send 1 mention that mentions Fallen Allies from your extra deck for the rest of the turn, except level 8 fusion or synchro. Except level 8 fusion or synchro monster. If this card is normal special summon, you can special summon 1 Ecclesia monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. You can only use each effect of the Fallen White Dragon monster turn. Then you play 1 Fallen Valvez. So basically, while you only play, I play 2 of this and 1 of this, and not 3 of this and none of this or something. These are basically treated as the same card. So basically, you might as well only play like 1, 2, or 3, none, or 2, 1, or something like that. If this card is normal special summon, except during the damage step, you can discard 1 card, fusion summon 1 fusion monster from the extra deck using monsters on either field, including this card, but you cannot use other monsters you control as material. Only use the effect of this card once per turn. Then we play 1 fixed Frixel. If this card is normal special summon, you can target 1 level 1 Dracotail monster in your graveyard except this card, special summon it, then return 1 monster you control to the hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard as material for fusion summon, you can send 1 Dracotail spell trap from your deck. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. And then we play the 1 Malulu. During the main phase quick effect, you can fuse some 1 Dracotail fusion monster from that card using Using monsters in your hand or field, you also cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn. Oh. If this card is sent to the graveyard as material for fusion summon, you can send one Dracotail spell and trap from your deck, negate the effects of one face-up monster your component controls. Can only use each effect of this card once per turn. Then we play one Albion the Shrouded Dragon. This is one card you could cut, but I like it. This card name becomes Fallen Valves on the field or graveyard. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can send one Fallen Valves or one Brand Spell and trap from your hand or deck to the graveyard. Apply the following effect based on where you send it out. Hand, special summon this card. Deck, place this card on the bottom of the deck. If you place this card from your hand, draw one card. You can only use the effect of this card once per turn. This is why you only play one. Then we play one Incredible Ecclesia the Virtuous. This is a must-have to play the new Synchro because most likely you'll be using this, or this, and not that one, sorry, Fallen of Albaz, but most likely Fallen of the White Dragon. And then that's what you'll be using to Synchro summon into the new Synchro monster. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can special summon those cards from the hand. Special summon this card from the hand, not those. Only special summon Incredible Ecclesia the Virtuous once per turn this way. You can use the feature of the following effects. Following effects of Incredible Ecclesia the Virtuous once per turn. During the main phase, quick effect, you can trigger this card, special summon one Sword Soul monster or one Fallen of Albaz from your hand deck during the end phase. If a fusion monster was sent to the graveyard this turn, you can add this card from the graveyard to your hand. Then we play one Bestial Magma. Basically, you target a light or dark in either graveyard, banish it, and then you can special summon this, and then in the end phase you can search for a dragon monster. Now to hand traps. I changed the hand traps a little, and there's a reason why, and I'll tell you that when I get to it. 3 Fulos. Basically, each time your opponent special summons a monster from deck and or extra deck, immediately draw one card. This is what I changed. Molcharni Perulia at 3. I took out the effect failure because I found, because even though after this badass Canine Vanquish Soul, it mostly special summons from the hand, so I wanna counteract that. So basically, I'm playing this at 3 instead of the effect failure, and plus we already have like other cards in the deck that kind of can do what effect failure does, but kind of not. But anyway, we play 3 Ash Blossom. Basically stops deck effects. 3 Ghost Spell. This one, add a card from graveyard to the hand, deck and or extra deck. Special summon monster card from the graveyard, bash card from the graveyard. And then we play 2 Droll. This is 14 hand traps. If you want to play one extra, I would suggest the 1 Nibiru. I decided not to play it because I didn't want to play 46, and I like the ratio of 45, so. Next, we'll be playing 3 Rahu Dracotail. Basically, if you summon one Dracotail monster from the extra deck using monster of your hand, deck, or field. Also, for the rest of the turn, after this card's called, you cannot special summon from the extra deck except fusion monsters. You can only activate Rahu Dracotail once per turn. Then we play 2 Branded Fusion. I wish it was at 3. That would be awesome because of that. Basically, same thing except fusion summon one fusion monster that mentions Fallen Valvaz as material from your extra deck using 2 monsters from your hand, deck, or field. You cannot special summon from the extra deck except fusion monsters the turn you activate this card. Then we play 2 Fallen of the Virtuous. This card is always treated as branded dogmatic card. Send 1 monster that mentions Fallen Valvaz from your extra deck to a grave, then target 1 face-up monster on face a card on the field, destroy it. If you have a Ecclesia monster on the field or grave, target 1 monster in either graveyard, special summon it to your field. Then we play the 1 Ketu, basically reinforcements for Dracotail, but it's at 1 because of the ban list. Then we play 1 Dracotail Sting. Target 1 monster and a 1 spell trap in your opponent's graveyard. Banish them. You can place 1 Dracotail card from your graveyard or banish them to the bottom of the deck and then draw 1 card. 1 Dracotail Flame. Same thing, but target 1 spell on the field, negate its effects until the end of this turn. Then you place 1 Dracotail card from your graveyard or banishment on the bottom of the deck. then draw one card. And basically same thing for Horn, but it's target one attack position monster return to hand. That's it for the main deck. Let's get into the extra deck. I just will need to shuffle this because I will be doing combos after, and I do, and I haven't decided how I'll do it yet. I'll probably do a 2.5 card combo, like scripted. So I'm not drawing 5 or 6 and then doing it from that. I might do that for a like what is it called? A second combo, just to show you what you can do with full cam. But first, I want to do a 2.5 card combo. Just need to shuffle this a little. Actually, I just think I'll just put the 3 cards I need at the top. Or it's 2 cards and then 1 of any monster. So it will be the it will be, where is it? I'm just looking through my notes here. It'll be 1 Fallen of the White Dragon, 1 Femina, and then any monster. So I don't know why I said 2 of that. So I'm just gonna try and find those. Okay, 1 Fallen White, 1 Femina. And I'm gonna put these on top of the deck. And then let's just do 1 random monster. Let's see here. Let's just do a hand trap troll. It doesn't have to be any card in particular. I'll just put these 3 on top of the deck for now. So, and then after this, I'll be doing more like draw 5 and see what I can do. We're playing 3 Dracotail Arthalion. If this card is used, you can target monster on field and graveyard up to the number of monsters, material from the hand, used as material from the hand, return them to the hand. If 2 more monsters sent to graveyard at the same time while this card's in your graveyard, except during the damp step, you can special summon this card but banish it when it leaves the field. Then we play 1 Dracotail Gugamel. When you activate a Dracotail card effect, with effect you can target one you can target one card your opponent controls, destroy it. If 2 or more monsters are sent to the graveyard at the same time, and while this card's in the graveyard, except during the damp step, you can spell summon it, but banish it during the end phase. And then one of the new Dracotail Shawless. I believe this one was good at recycling your resources. You can target 2 Dracotail cards in your graveyard, and add 1 face-up card on field with the same type monster, spell, or trap as one of those in the graveyard cards. Shuffle them all 3 into the deck. If 2 or more monsters are sent to the graveyard at the same time while this card's in your graveyard, except during the damp step, you can special summon this card by banishing when it leaves the field. 1 Sectarion Dragon. This is good as a floodgate because this card loses 100 attack for each of your banished cards. But while you control this fusion summon card, your opponent cannot activate effects of special summon dragon or spellcaster monsters. So that's why it's a floodgate. Because if you go first and you get this on the field, they can't activate any of their Dracotail or spellcaster monsters effects. So that would be. So if you're doing a mirror match, that will be what would be hard for your opponent to deal with. You can target 1 dragon spellcaster monster graveyard, special summon 1, and if you do, place the other on the bottom of the deck. Then we play 1 Albion the Sanctifier Dragon. Basically, your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. You can only use the following effects of Albion the Sanctifier Dragon once per turn. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can target 2 monsters in your graveyard, special summon both monsters, 1 to each field. If this card's in your graveyard, tribute 4 monsters to the 2 in the extra monster zone and 2 in the central main monster if you do special summon this card. Then we play 1 Albion the Bandit Dragon. This is one of your key combo pieces because once you do the Fallen of the White Dragon, you usually send this to special summon it. You can fusion summon 1 level 8 for fusion monster from your extra except this card by banishing fusion material mentioned from your hand, field, or graveyard during the end phase. If this card's in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can add send 1 random spell and trap from your deck. You can only use each of these effects once per turn. Okay, so what you would usually set or add to hand, I think this was Yes, set, it would be Fallen of the Virtuous, so you have an interruption. Then we have Mirror Jade, the Ice Blade Dragon. You only control one Mirror Jade Ice Blade Dragon once per turn. Quick effect. You can send one fusion monster from your extra deck to the graveyard that mentions Fallen out as material. Banish one monster on the field. Also, this card cannot use this effect next turn. If this card is fusion summoned and it's under your own control, leaves the field because the opponent's card, you destroy all monsters you controls during that phase. Then we do one of Battling on the Syrian Dragon. If this card is fusion summoned, you can discard one card, fusion summon one of the 8 lower fusion monster from your extra deck except this card by shuffling fusion material list on it into the deck for monsters on the field, graveyard, or face of banished cards. For the rest of the turn, this card cannot attack. You can also cannot special summon from the extra deck except fusion monsters. Then we play one Titanic-clad the Ash Dragon. Gains attack equal to the combined levels of monsters used for its fusion summon times 100. After this card is fusion summoned for the rest of the turn, it's unaffected by activated effects by any other monsters special summoned from the extra deck. During the end phase, if this card's in the graveyard and was sent there this turn, you can add to your hand or special summon one Fallen of Alvez or one Tormented monster from your deck. Then we might play one Albaletness. This is a good card because you can you can use it as a brand fusion target, I believe. Cannot be used as fusion material, but either fusion summoned by sending a bubble card from Monster Zone to the graveyard. Can attack number of monsters battle each time of the monster used for each battle phase. Wait, let me just read this, sorry. Can attack monsters a number of times each battle phase up to the number of materials for it. Once per turn during the end phase, if this card's in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can add one polymerization, normal, or fusion normal spell deck for a hand. Then we play one Dragon that devours Dogma. While an Ecclesia monster is on the field or either graveyard, this card gains 500 attack. Also unaffected by undercard effects. You can use each of the following effects of Dragon Devours Dog more once per turn. If this card is special summoned, you can shuffle up to 2 cards from any graveyard or add or banishments into the deck. During the end phase, if this card's in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can add one Dogmatica or Tri-Brigade card from the deck to hand. Then we play one of the new Ecclesia, the Dark Dragon. During the main phase quick effect, you can banish this card until the end phase, and if you do, special summon one Fallen of Alvez or one level 4 lower monster that mentioned it from deck or graveyard. If this card's in your graveyard, target one level 8 fusion monster in your graveyard or banishment, and one card on the field. Shuffle both of those cards and this card into the deck. You can use each effect of this card once per turn. And then we do one SP Little Knight for banishment. Okay. Let's get into the combo. So we'll be doing these 3 cards. So what you'll be doing is you'll be using this effect to send Albion, special summon this, and then summoning this will it's a graveyard special. This card is normal special summon. You can special summon one from hand, deck, or graveyard. So then we'll be special summoning this card from your deck, and then you'll synchro summon into the new one, Ecclesia and the Dark Dragon. And then once we do that, let's see, if you banish this card until the end phase, and if you do special summon one Fallen of Alvez, and I'm just reading this real quick. Yeah, we banish it, and then we can special summon, banish this card. So one, okay, so yeah, so you special summon the Blazing Cartesia. All right. And we use its effect to fusion summon into Arthroleon. I'm just reading my notes here real quick. And we use the effect to target Femna. Wait, just going through my notes here. Yeah, we activate the effect of our Femna to add we add both these back from this effect, but before we do that, we'll activate the copy of Femna. If this was sent to graveyard as fusion material, you can set one Dracotail spell trap. So this is our hand right here, and we'll be looking for, where is it? For our Lucius. And what we'll do is we'll normal summon our Lucius effect and search for an Urgula. If it is in here, Urgula. And then from here, if this goes something, okay. I'll just read my notes here. Then we fusion summon these two to let's see, it was Spellcaster and Dragon, so I believe that goes into, wait, I'm just trying to think here. No, we won't be doing that. We'll be doing Femna, and we'll be affect this, discard this, and then we'll be using these two to go into Secretarion, I believe. Yes. Then we use the effect of Lucius to set another Dracotail spell. And then we'll use it to, so we'll use it to send Malulu. We'll use Urgula, and then Malulu, and then we'll go into another Arthroleon. I just need to find Malulu. There's Malulu. We just want to get all these cards into rotation so we have lots of effects in the grave. Arthroleon. And what we want to try and do here is we don't want some of these to be in the same column. So if we don't have, if we have these in the same column right here, for example this, or we have this in the same column, and our opponent was playing Canine Vanquish Soul, and they had Rosin, they could like blow up this column, and then we'd be out two powerful monsters. So just read my notes here. Yeah, we use Malulu and Urgula. If this card's in your graveyard, you target one spoken. Wait, let me just see here. Wait, I'm just looking here. Well, yeah, so Malulu's one, and we will use, that's supposed to be in the graveyard. We'll set Horn, and then Flame. So these are our back row, so most likely, this is still in our hand, so we'll do these, put these here, in our back row. And then we'll use the effect of Secretarion, which is, while you control a fusion summon card, you cannot activate it. Target one dragon spellcaster in your graveyard, special summon one, and then we will choose, so we'll use this, target Malulu to special summon that onto the field. Put that there. And then we'll choose Lucius. Where's Lucius here? So I'm just looking here. Lucius to put on the bottom of our deck. Whoop, don't want. And then we special summon out of the menu because of the Sectarion effect. This is a combo I don't know that well, so because of the new card, so I had to take notes. Just okay, and then let's see here. If this card isn't a graveyard, you can. Okay, yeah, that's right. If this card's in your graveyard, type one spellcaster Dracotail monster into graveyard. Place this card on the bottom of your deck, and if you do, add that monster to hand. So we place this card on the bottom of the deck, and we'll add Femina to our hand. So we'll place this card to the bottom. After this combo video, I'll do a combo where I'm like drawing 5 or 6 cards, and then I'll show how big of a board can I make. So it won't be like a 2.5 card combo like this. And at the end phase, there's several things we can do. We can go ahead and let's see. Since it's end phase, we can bring this card back to our side of the field. I'll just change these around. And then there's a couple things we can do here. We can do Incredible Ecclesia of the Virgin effect. Once returned, you can add this back to your hand, the Incredible Ecclesia. Let me just see here. And then, oh yes, the Albion. The Albion, we can set one banned spell trap, which will be the Fallen of the Virtuous. If I can find it in here. No, that's Brand Fusion. Fallen of the Virtuous, we'll set that there because we don't want anything pretty powerful in the same column because of K9. So that's the combo, and this is our hand right now. So we have additional interruption. This as a floodgate. This is a good this is a strong monster, and we have these as our set card. So we have lots of interruptions. Let me just see if there's anything else I can do in the here. No, I can't. Okay, so that's it for this combo. I'm sorry for being slow. It's just like this is a new combo for me, so I need to write notes. Once I do learn the combo well, I will do an updated video. Okay, that. I'll just put and then Sectarion. Where's Sectarion? That's where Sectarion. And then I'll just put all these in the deck, and then we'll do like a combo, like we're in a duel, or like I draw 5 or 6 cards. So in this instance, usually I do go second. But in this instance, because let's say in this instance it's a mirror map, so I want to go first. I just need to shuffle the deck up a little. Okay, I'm gonna cut the deck twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is a decent hand. So first, I'm gonna Rahu and go into what do I want to send here? I'm gonna Where's Malulu? Malulu. And then I'm gonna do, where's the other one? Urgala. And that requires, let's see. Wait, no, actually, I'm gonna do not that. Not this one, I mean. I'll send that one later, and I'll do the Purulia, because I'm not gonna do the hand traps, any hand traps. So those two. So this came from deck, this came from hand. I'm gonna bring out Arthroleon. I can use this one's effect to, that goes there, to bring out K2. I'll do K2, search from Malulu. And then from here, I haven't normal summoned yet, so I've already searched. I have everything I need in hand, so I'm gonna normal summon. This can't be normal. Yes, normal summon this, and then use. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm gonna do these two. If you go into Secretarion, those two effects, I'm gonna bring out Dracotail Horn. Put that in the back row. This is my hand right here. So back row. Here, that's horn, and now I need to find flame. Flame. And then this card I can return, what does it say? Target monsters in field or graveyard. So I'll return, I use these two, so I'll return this one. And let's do Urgala, I think. Yes, Urgala. And then I can use Malulu's effect. Should I use Malulu's effect? Hand of field. Okay, and then what does this one I'm single player? One Dracotail monster plus one monster in hand. Okay, so I'll do these two. And because I already activated the graveyard effect, I can't send any more cards, but I don't really need to. So I'll bring out Gugamel. And then discard this card, fuse a monster, hand or field. Okay, so here. So we could use this as a, let's see here. Oh yeah, then we can use this effect. You can target one dragon spell cancel monster in your graveyard, special summon one. So I'll do place this at the bottom, special summon this. I'll place this at the bottom of the deck. And then what I can do here is I can discard this card. I'll do these two to bring out the new one, Shawless. And I'm pretty sure that's what I can do right now without the white of the dragon. So yeah. And that's all I can do, I think. Unless wait, during the end phase, if she monster was sent to graveyard, no. And then no. I'm just gonna read some of my graveyard cards real quick. Yep, no. Okay. So I can't do any graveyard effects right now because I used them all up. Because even if the card comes back to the field and sent to the graveyard again, I can't use that same effect because each effect of the card is only once per turn.